All right, y'all. That Get Right at Night right here on Power 98.3, 96.1 for the East Valley. Special guest up in studio, Bryce Vine.
What's going on, man?
What's going on with you? Are you doing fine?
I'm great.
I'm a rapper now too. Where you coming from? How you doing, man? What's the word?
We flew into Tucson from LA this morning, and then we drove here. So I'm good though. Like it's
That drive
108 outside. Got the AC blowing. I'm good.
The drive was cool though, because the drive from Tucson here is
I was
boring.
writing on the way here. I like drives if I don't have to drive because I could put on my headphones and just work on my phone. It's a lot harder to do when you're driving.
No, I feel
and
you.
people get upset.
Do you, when you're on the road and stuff like that, do you do most of your writing, or what do you do normally at work wise, like when you're driving? Especially as a passenger.
I have listened to a beat on my phone that I'm working on right now, and then just try to come up with lyrics based on what I'm seeing, and or like what I would want to hear if I was on a road trip. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I try to write that song. Like what do people want to hear in this moment when they're doing this? They want to hear like, "We're only young and having fun," like that Naked and Famous song. You know, that kind of thing.
All right, man. So talk musical influence. Let's talk your upbringing, because your style is pretty dope. Like I was looking at you and I was following you on the social media, and I was like, okay. You look like you're from LA, but then I read you from New York.
I'm born in New York.
Okay, so tell us about that.
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
I was born in my mom's apartment in her Manhattan bathtub.
Oh, snap.
She had 2 gay midwives. You can know that now too. That's cool. Yeah. And so that was just an interesting start to life, I guess.
Yeah, just in a tub.
Yeah. But I grew up out here. I mean, I'm not out here. I grew up in Los Angeles and went to high school out there and started a punk band in high school, and then I went to school in Boston at Berklee.
Oh, snap. So you got musical stuff from everything, from punk to hip-hop.
Running through the veins, man.
So how did you get to rap, though? Like this hip-hop in general? From
Rap
punk?
is just part of what I do still. You know, It's just like if I feel like rapping, then I rap on a song. Some of my songs don't have rap. Some of them are all singing, but I don't love my singing voice, so most of the time I do rap stuff. But I mean, I was in like I said, I was in a punk band first. I taught myself guitar when I was 13. Like that's how I started. I'm like, I'm going to write songs, and this is the instrument I'm going to do it with. I didn't really want to be a guitar player. I just wanted it to write.
Just to make some music real quick.
And then I started a band in high school, and I listened to like Rancid and Operation Ivy, and I went to Warped Tour, and you know, like my drummer was a lesbian, and my guitar player had like the blue mohawk thing. It was a wild looking band. And then yeah, man, and then I used one of the songs that I had written in that band to audition to go to Berklee, and I got a partial scholarship, and then
So from the punk band, you get accepted to college. Where does the band stop? Do you not try to find a new band out there? Or
at Berklee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I went the first couple months. When you go from a medium-sized fish in a small pond to a really small fish in a big pond, I mean, Berklee is just filled with all the most talented people in the world that didn't go to Juilliard or something. You know what I mean? So it was intimidating, man. I remember like 2 months into being at Berklee, I called my mom and I'm like, I don't think they meant to like let me in here. Yeah, I honestly felt like I'd taken somebody's place that deserved it, because I tried to do gospel ensemble, and those singers are just the most powerful, and I always had a low voice, but the teacher let me in because he knew I wanted to learn, and then I did reggae ensemble, and I've knocked on this dude's door, actually, who's now the first producer I worked with at Berklee. He's now in the group Lost Kings, the DJ duo. But he's who I first started rapping with and like making more pop stuff, because we were listening to Graduation, you know?
Okay.
And like a lot of Lupe Fiasco, and that's around that time, like New Boys were popping a little bit and stuff like that. All that colorful stuff was cool. So that's how I got into it, because rap started to become available to people with a positive attitude, really, is what it was. It wasn't just all like
gangster rap. Wasn't about like trapping and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like Graduation for me kind of solidified that. Even as far back as How Do You Want It by Tupac was like the start of just good time rap, you know? So I was like, yeah, I can get involved in this. Yeah, hell yeah. And then I just immersed in everything, you know, from like Tribe to even some African music like Fela Kuti and Yeah, man. I love anything I think sounds good.
That's dope. So after Berklee, you go back home to LA, or do you go stay there? What happened?
No, I left Berklee 2 years in to take a music opportunity that a lot of people actually saw me on for the first time, called the Glee Project. It was like a music competition. So everyone at Berklee was auditioning at one point over MySpace for this. It was my freshman year at Berklee, or sophomore year, I don't remember. And everyone was auditioning for this reality show where they picked the new kids to be on Glee. And I sang Gold Digger by Kanye and sent in my audition, and I made it onto the show. They picked like 12 people, and then I was the first one cut. So then from there, I was like, okay, better get started writing my own stuff, catch the attention of the people when the show comes out. And that's kind of how I actually got started.
For real now.
Yeah, as a solo artist.
You there now. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Honestly, yeah. I think we'll be in good shape, son. One of the biggest artists in the world. That would be fantastic. That would be, because then I could do all these things that I know I've been wanting to do.
You have all these ideas brewing, you just don't want to get them out yet because you don't want someone to steal them, or what's the deal?
You just gotta keep at a steady pace, man. I've been doing that, and it was worked out to this point. Like, I like to write good songs that I won't get tired of.
I was watching your videos. You really got. Do you produce all your videos? Like direct all your videos?
I help. Or? Yeah, you have to. You have to be involved in all of it.
I was watching some of your past videos. Those are super dope. Drew Barrymore, the record, the new record you got out. You got a remix with Wale too.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I don't remember exactly how it came about. Somehow, we have the same agent, but that wasn't it. It was just random, I think, through management. But
did he hear the song?
Yeah, we were gonna have somebody else on the song. I won't name, but they never showed up to the studio to record
dirty?
I mean, whatever. Like I do. To be honest with you, I was way more excited about Wale because I've been a fan of his since like 90210, and he's great. He's like a true artist and he's just everything, man. He comes in when we're shooting the video, and he's just that guy. And and he has ideas, and he wants to work with you on stuff. He doesn't just come in and he's like, "Yo, cut the check, I'm out." He's a cool dude, man.
That's dope.
And he was like, "Yo, we're like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, like the new version." And I'm like, "All right, hell yeah." Treated me like a big brother, man. It was cool. I mean, like a little brother.
That's super dope. That's super dope. Who else do you want to work with in the game?
Gambino, Frank Ocean, Kanye at some point. If he'll actually allow me into he's like the Wizard of Oz, I hear, or something, Only the yodeling kid and Rick Rubin get a chance to work with Kanye.
Yeah.
And who else? Gorillas would be a huge one, man.
Oh, that's classic. That's super dope.
Yeah.
I hear you mention Kanye a lot. What do you think about Kanye's new album? First?
I love it.
Front to back, 1 through 7.
I haven't heard the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard like 6 songs of the 7. I think not all the way through. I can't listen to most things all the way through.
Did you feel some type of way when he was getting all political on us?
Honestly, no. I've heard so much from so many people so often lately that it just was like, all right. And you know what? It's really like it doesn't even matter. What he said was crazy, but it's not even about the things that he said. It's more like, did anyone actually read or look up what he said, or did you just look at the headline? I guarantee you most people did. And like, if you saw a headline that says like Bryce Vine drowns dogs, that's what you know now. That's it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, you don't care if the rest of the story has nothing to do with that. It's just now here's a fact. It was easy to gain, and we get to run with that. Press has become like
clickbait, where it's all clickbait. You got to be careful what you say.
Media is like a new religion, man. Yeah. They don't really have to give you the truth. They just have to give you like a little bit of it.
All right, so when can we expect the project? What's the latest and the greatest? All that?
Putting out 2 new songs like this month, June. Yeah, On the Ball and a song called La La Land. That are for the fans, especially, that I like. I haven't put out a new song since Drew Barrymore, and you want to keep people happy. So putting those out and then an album at some point. Yeah.
Do you feel that's needed right now in this day and age? Because everyone just goes to SoundCloud or YouTube and they get their new music so quick that you need to keep top of mind?
Of course, man. I mean, in any competitive business, you need to be able to push out content quickly, right? But music is even more so because it has to like come from somewhere for it to hit people the right way. You know, even if it's written by 6 people that all are focused on one subject, you know, it's going to hit those people the right way. Like, so I don't know. I like hearing good songs, and I don't hear of enough of them now, so I got to try to write them.
There you go, right there. When you do write and you make a song, do you have a team you show it to and be like, guys, what y'all think?
Yeah, there's like 4 of us. There's like 4 or 5 people that I like getting opinions, obviously, from like my mom, but she loves everything.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So,
Did they just tell you yes because?
No, but I mean, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like, and there's certain songs that you just don't show your mom. She's not going to be able to look past what you're saying in the song, you know. But yeah, no, I just like my producer, my manager, my agent, and the head of my label.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, man, let's get to some headlining news like clickbait. What do you think about this Pusha T and Drake situation?
I mean, it's kind of fun. It is kind of fun. It's nice to focus on something that's so low stakes, you know, for once. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, all right, so we just found out Drake has a kid. Yeah, okay, cool. So this is fun. Like, there's nothing real. There's no real harm coming out of that. You know what I mean? It's just, oh, snap, he's not perfect. Like,
Finally
I thought he was.
hearing Drake not respond, you're like, oh, did he get shut down?
I was so shocked that he didn't come back with anything.
I'm still waiting. I'm gonna give him till Wednesday. I'm gonna give him till tomorrow. That's my deadline. Because it'll be like a week since Pusha T dropped the story added on. It'll be a week, right?
The story. That's been more than that, right?
It's been more than a week. I think it's been a week. I'm gonna say a week.
I heard it like the first 20 minutes it came out. I was just like, oh my God, this is what
that's
happens.
crazy. Who could you see winning that battle if Drake did come back? Who would you pick to win it?
I mean, what are you basing it on? Just the ability to say horrible things to one another, or like career? You know what I mean?
No, not career. We can't do career.
Can't do
'cause
career.
Drake killed him already.
Well, then I think Pusha doesn't have a limit. That's why he's always pushing it. Get it? He's a pusher of the limit. I don't think Drake wants to know what else he knows about him.
He don't want that
You know what I
smoke.
mean? I don't
He
think he
don't
was expecting that.
Yeah, you don't want that smoke at all. All right, man. Any final words for your fans? Anyone watching this? What do you want to say to them?
Thanks for the support, and I'll keep trying to not be a douche, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
That works.
And I'll write good songs. Yeah.
Yeah, keep writing
You
good
say
songs.
douche on the
yeah,
radio?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just gonna see and be like, "What's a douche?" Okay.
Oh, well, then I'll try to not be the bad guy. I don't know.
Do you read, real quick before we bounce, do you read comments on social media?
Yeah, I read everything.
Some of those could be the most hateful,
Oh, yeah.
craziest people.
And funniest.
Yeah. Like
And
when I see a
funniest.
picture, I just go for the comments now. I don't even look at the picture. I'm like, what are these comments saying?
Oh, yeah. You have to know.
Yeah.
You have to. There's some clever, mean people out there, though, man. I mean, there's some things where I'm like, oh, that's cold, but you're still smiling, and you're like, dang, I'm going to use that at some point. That's
Do you
good.
ever feel some type of way? Does anyone comment on yours? You're like, all right.
Oh man,
chill.
I'm so numb to that. It genuinely does not bother me. Like, I'll do a live feed every Wednesday and show fans new songs, and people hop on there all the time and they just say whatever they want, man. Whatever they want. And at this point, it doesn't bother me because I know there's no way that they really think that. It's just they're trying to have fun. Even the people that really hate you, they don't really hate you. They think it's fun to hate you. You just got to keep as many people from thinking it's cool to hate you as possible. You know?
That's a good way to look at it. I like that. Hey, man, appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much.